Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wine and Wellness Wednesday. I am Lindsay Bradley, the founder of Camellia Alise and the Camellia Alise Academy, and I am super excited to be back here with you guys today. I missed you guys. I hope that y'all missed me too. So we are back at it, you guys. 4 weeks is a long time, but we are back at it. Before I get started, like I do every week, I want to toast to each and every one of you guys for joining us and for making it through Hump Day. So toast to each and every one of you. And kind of like I was telling the ladies on the Camellia Alise page, while I was out, I started my detox process, my grieving, all that stuff was going on. So for the next 30 days, I will not be drinking alcohol. I am drinking alcohol-free wine, y'all. It is called Free. And one of the things that I was telling them before is that I absolutely love it. On the side, it says, true happiness lies in the freedom to be yourself. Hello. So as business owners, you guys, I hope that you appreciate that. True freedom really is, and true happiness is really just being yourself, okay? So today, all right, first I wanted to give you guys some updates on some of the fun and exciting things that happened while I was out. I hope that you guys enjoyed the giveaways, you enjoyed the staff, everybody kept the questions coming, which we absolutely love. So that was exciting. So if y'all knew, if y'all were like looking, I was live and I was commenting and I was enjoying it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it too. So here's just a couple of things that happened in the 4 weeks of lives that I missed. So my ebooks, I am so excited, y'all. I needed just that little bit of time to step away. I have now released 7 sets of ebooks, 7. And there's a lot of information there. So we have an Etsy store where the ebooks are sold, and then you can also buy them directly on our website. They include things like the Ultimate Spa Launch Book. It's a workbook that you need to ask yourself these questions before you launch. Where am I going to do it? Legal. I kind of go through step by step a lot of things you guys need to consider before you open your spa. The $100,000 a year, I break down, selling your digital products and retail, like how I was able to get to $100,000 just with selling digital content, like just selling digital content and retail. I break all that down, give you a checklist. There's a whole lot of gems in all of those books. Now there are also 2 sets that are, I did a whole set of consent forms. These are all editable through Canva, and it includes if you're doing lymphatic drainage, there's consent form. If you're doing body sculpting, there's a bunch of consent forms. If you're doing certain types of massages, pretty much everything in the sculpting industry, if you need consent forms and you are not one of our students, that stuff is in there. You guys can buy those books, all of the ebooks, like I said, either on our website or Etsy. So I'm really excited that I was able to put my heart into each and every one of those books and release them to you guys. My favorite though, for those of you guys who are like, okay, which one is your favorite? My favorite is the book called Stop Self-Sabotage. Business mindset, helping you to get your business mindset correct and launch a business that you love. A lot of us self-sabotage. We sabotage ourselves and we're wondering why we're not growing. So it's almost like a journal. It's a workbook that you guys will be working through to help you prepare your mind for a better business. So all of those are available. That book's like $9.99, but then the launch book is like $30. So they range between $9 and I believe $35. So that's one thing we were able to do. The second thing that we did while I was gone, and they announced it while I was gone, was that we released our new butt cream. It's called Bum Boost. So it's helping to lift and tighten the butt area. Can be used on the breast as well. So that product, finally finished developing it. So if you guys want to try that one out, it's available. I know they gave some away, so some of you guys got it, and hopefully you love it. It takes me a while to create vegan, natural products that work and give results. So we released that product. I'm going through updates, and then I'm going to go through all the crazy stuff. Okay, while I was gone, I didn't stop working. If y'all know me, I can't sit still. Clearly, I released 7 books and new products while I was gone. But I also did a tour. Like, we're staying on the tour. So we did a class in Colorado, which was great. The special thing about the class in Colorado, we did it in one of our students' spaces. Know that if I have taught in your city and I'm coming to teach, I'm calling you first. If you got a space that's big enough for us, I'm calling you first. And then we did a class in North Carolina at an amazing Black-owned spa. They just opened. It was beautiful. Enjoyed it. I just like supporting spa owners. I like supporting my students as much as I can. So I was just really excited to continue the tour. But the next stop is Hawaii. Hence why I'm doing this non-alcohol. I'm trying to slim down for Hawaii. And by the way, you don't have to live in Hawaii to come to class in Hawaii. So if y'all want to hop on a plane and join us there, we're actually doing the class at a space, like, it's not going to be a formal conference. It's going to be at a beautiful villa, poolside, beachside views. So you're going to get some learning and some views at the same time. So we're excited to teach you guys in Hawaii. That's going to be May 27th. So got a little bit of time to plan, but hope to see some of you guys in Hawaii. And then our mastermind program. So we've been telling you guys about it. So we got started with the first round of masterminds. If you didn't apply or you didn't know about it or whatever, do not worry. I will be doing another one. I basically do 6-month cycles. People keep asking me, can you mentor me? Can you mentor me? Do you have time to mentor? I still do one-on-one consultations, but that's like an hour, 2 hours. This is a 6-month program, and it's getting your business to 6 figures and beyond. And so that program, I've launched it. This is the first time around. I'm super excited to work with the ladies who are in the group, and then I'm excited for the next round. So y'all be on the lookout for when the next round will open, okay? All right, last thing that I wanted to, well, no, that's really the update. So the updates were the ebooks, the mastermind, the new products, and the tour. Those are the updates. Now let's talk about the foolishness. This is this week's topic, okay? Let's talk about it. There's 2 things I want to talk to you guys about. I slightly addressed it on the last page, but I'm going to talk a little bit more here because you guys are my business group. Guys, if you took a class and the class sucked, it's okay. It happens. We get at least 5 to 10 calls a day of people who are like, the worst one for me is someone who paid $2,500 and got a 2-hour class. We get these calls all day, every day. You're not the first. You won't be the last. It's okay if you had a class that sucked. But here's the problem. If you had a trainer that did not teach you, you cannot then come to us and expect for us to answer all of your technical questions via DM. First of all, my staff that handles the DMs, our social media coordinators, and some of our executive assistants, they're not body sculpting instructors. They can't answer your questions, okay? So all these technical questions that people are asking online, they're too nice to tell you, but I'm gonna tell you, take a class or book a consultation with us and find out about our refresher. Our refresher class is pretty much half the cost of the normal one because we understand that people have taken classes, they got screwed, they still need help. We're here to help you guys, but our time is valuable. I only have currently 3, and we're working on adding a 4th instructor, and we do classes non-stop. We cannot stop to answer everybody's technical questions. The reason I'm addressing this is because there were some people who were disrespectful to my staff. That is something I will not allow. You will get banned from taking Camellia Alise classes, getting our books, and anything else. Please do not be disrespectful if people are politely trying to tell you they can't answer your questions. That's not okay because they work extra hard. Like I said, we are what I would consider probably the most accessible spa and training academy that I have ever seen. We answer calls day and night. We answer questions day and night. And we help you guys as much as we can. But we cannot train you through the DMs. So if you ask a question that we can't answer, please just know that's something we address in class. Also, I explained this on the other one as well, but know and understand that a lot of stuff is not just a yes or no. We go into the why. So I can't just tell you, oh, do this and do that. Some people are like, oh, my trainer told me this, but I don't believe this. I'm not going to tell you the list of contraindications in the DMs. So please be aware of that. But what I really, really want to talk to you guys about today is knowing your worth and knowing that you get what you pay for, okay? What I'm getting a lot of lately in the industry, there's a lot of changes coming down the pipeline, guys. And we are actually, as Camellia Academy, we're coming up with contingency plans for you guys. For some of the people who can no longer do cavitation, and if you are that person, because I've counseled a couple students and I think one of them is live with us. If you are the person who can no longer do cavitation in your state, please call me because we've come up with some other solutions for you guys. I'm not going to officially announce what all those contingency plans are for about 2 months because we're still developing the new programs, but know that we got you. We work very, very hard to make sure that we help you guys to meet your needs and hopefully we exceed your needs. This is not a place where you're going to come and you're going to get a 2-hour class for $2,500. I can't even teach one subject in 2 hours. So we're going to put a lot into it, but know that you get what you pay for. If you go out there and pay $299 for a class that we're charging $800 for, there should be a red flag there. There should be something that says, wait, why is it $200 here, but everybody else has it for $600, $700, $800? There should be something that's like, wait, something is not right there, okay? The same with equipment. We get a lot of questions about, oh, well, I can get this cheaper on Amazon or I can get this cheaper on eBay. Yes, you can buy machines on eBay, but once again, you get what you pay for. If you buy a $200 machine instead of a $1,000 machine, you're going to get $200 worth of usage. And then you're going to come back and have to spend the money elsewhere. Now, I am more than aware that everybody, when you're starting your businesses, everybody has budgets, right? And they have certain things like, look, I can only spend this much. That is why we help you guys with financing. That's why we help you guys with other options. And yes, if you have to, let me say this, if you have to start off with a $200 machine and build your way up to a $1,000 machine, you do that. Do it. But I'm going to tell you, those machines are not going to work as well. Why do you think it took me 6 months? 6 months of y'all asking, hey, do you use the S-shape? Hey, do you use this one? Hey, 6 months I told you guys, I'm testing it out. I'm testing this. I'm testing that. We don't sell anything that we don't use here in this spa or that I won't use on my own body. So there's a lot of stuff out there that we don't sell. And it's because I've tested it, it does not work. It doesn't work. Or I've tested it and we tried it 2 times and the shit broke down, okay? And I will tell you, with eBay and Amazon, you got 30 days. And if your machine breaks down, Amazon ain't coming to you after 30 days. We're sorry. You know, you get 30 days. Now, our students, they get longer because, hey, we've trained you. We know that you know how to use this machine. So if something goes wrong, okay, let us fix it or let's figure out what happens. That is a benefit of being a student. So know and understand that you get what you pay for. Absolutely, you can go the cheap route. But here's my thing. I just talked to you guys about the self-sabotage, right? You're trying to build a $1 million brand with a $300 machine. It is not going to happen. It's not. It just isn't. So just be mindful of you're going to get what you pay for, whether it's in education, whether it's in equipment, even your clients. Your pricing signals your worth to your clients. I tell my students, and I'm going to tell everybody who's listening to me right now, if you are professionally trained and you know how to answer the question of why can I not have this treatment? Or why are you doing this in this order? Or why are you doing that? You know how to answer those? Charge your worth, okay? You shouldn't be charging Walmart prices because you're better than that. You are trained. You're a professional. You invested in your machines. If you wouldn't let somebody pay you $5 an hour in real life, like a corporate company offer you $3 an hour in your regular life, then why are you letting clients pay you that? Why are you undervaluing that? You left your corporate job or left this or left that to make a better life for yourself, to have financial freedom for yourself, right? So how can you do that charging $50 for a $300 service? Okay? Now, also, I tell my students, I tell my staff, and I'm going to tell everybody that's listening to me, there is no such thing as a starter price. It is very hard to increase your price. I'm in a bunch of body contouring groups right now. Today, a lady posted today and said, I had a client that bought a package from me. She's a great client, but now my prices have gone up. What should I do? More than likely, you're going to have to honor that price for that client or you're going to lose the client, right? So what I always recommend, start off where you want to be. Offer discounts. Offer an intro rate. Offer this and that. It's easy to say, oh, this is $300, but as a new first-time client, I'm going to give you $100 off so that you can try it. If you love it, it can stay at that price. I always tell people, think about these big franchise companies that are killing it with massage, right? Like Massage Heights, Massage Envy. What do? They say, hey, a massage over here is normally $100, but first-time massage is going to be $70. If you buy a membership and you stay with us, you keep that $70 rate. But if you don't come back, next time you come back in, you try to come back in for a service, we gonna hit you with the $120 because you should have signed up for the membership or you should have stayed with us to keep that discount. So it's always easier to offer an intro rate, a model fee, or whatever, but have this is your price. It's always easier to do that than to say, well, I know I charge $50, but now it's $100. That lady gonna look at you and be like, I've been with you 6 months and you've been charging me $50. You think I'm gonna pay you $100 now? You done doubled your price? No, thank you. I'll go to somebody else. And they're gonna go to somebody else and pay them $100. Okay? So you guys need to be mindful of what you are setting yourself up for. Are you setting yourself up for success or are you setting yourself up for failure? Okay? So just be aware. Once again, I'm bringing it all back to the point of you get what you pay for. Okay, so it's going to be the same with you setting your prices. Your clients are going to look at you for a certain value. And if you're charging, like I said, the Walmart prices, you're going to get the Walmart clients and you're going to work yourself to death trying to get what the lady over there got. You had to do 4 clients to get $200. She got 1 and she's good and she's moving on to the next. So just be aware of that. And then once again, like I said, with equipment, with classes, you looking at this person who's gonna offer you this class that we charge $800 for. They got it for $200. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go with her. Guess what? You're gonna pay that $200. You're not gonna learn anything. Then you're gonna wind up having to find somebody else that's $800. So now you spent $1,000 instead of $800. Just be mindful of that. We do offer other resources. There are certain things that we don't do here. For instance, post-op massages. I don't do them. I don't teach them. But I have experts that I can refer you out to, right? Lashes. If you came to the summit last year, we brought in an amazing lash instructor from Miami. Okay, I try to bring in the best. I'm not just gonna bring in a bunch of crazy people that they just started teaching last week. They don't know what they're doing. I have a high standard, so I expect that the other people that teach you guys, their standards will be high as well. That's what it's all about, making sure that y'all get the very, very best. Okay, so just know that we work really hard behind the scenes to answer you guys' questions, to make sure that you are taken care of, to make sure that you feel taken care of. If you ever, let me just say this, I started off by saying I feel like we're one of the most accessible spas. I believe that. But if you ever call and leave a voice message and you don't get a call back from us within 24 hours, you better DM us or call us back. Be like, Miss Lindsay said y'all return calls within 24 hours. Because I know if I have an issue with a company and I leave them a message, I want to call back within 24 hours. So that's what we do here. If you ever order something and it doesn't ship out within 48 hours and you haven't got an email from us that says, oh, wait a minute, I'm so sorry you ordered this, but it's on back order. Would you like us to, ship it when it comes, or would you like us to return your money? That's our policy. If I can't get it out to you in 48 hours, I'm going to let you know right away when you order it, or I'm going to give you your money back. We are a mini Amazon here. We don't hold on to orders. We get stuff out. Okay? So, with stuff like that, I just want you guys to be aware that we are working hard for you guys, but we can't do everything. We're not going to answer all your technical questions, and just because you asked them, and I'm not going to certify you via YouTube. Hell, I don't even certify people online. If y'all look, Camellia Academy is one of the only academies that I know of. We do not certify you in cavitation liposuction treatments unless you have done a hands-on practice. That's why we travel like we do. That's why we have Houston, Las Vegas, Los Angeles. We have classes regularly in other cities, but you don't have to come to us if you want a certification in laser lipo, because we don't do it online. I can't tell you how many times I had to grab somebody's hand, like, girl, you about to burn her, or you about to shock her. You hesitate, girl, I got you. That's our job. We gonna grab hands to make sure that you know what you are doing when you walk out of class. That is our mission, okay? So I got a couple of questions and comments on here, but y'all chime in. If y'all have any questions for me, please let me know. Like I said, everything was great while I was gone, except those few disrespectful people who were disrespectful to my staff. And I'm like, as hard as we work, not gonna happen. So I have no issue. Let me say, I have no issue banning people from our classes. I do not need your money that much. What I do for the love of the industry and for the love of you guys succeeding, not for money. I'm good. I'm a structural engineer. If I decide tomorrow to be like, you know what, I'm done with the spa, I can go make money somewhere else. So it's not about money to me. If it was, this would be an empty shell of a company. It's never about that. It's about a lot more than that. So I don't need your money that bad. And let me just say, if I have to ban you, you wouldn't be the first, and you probably won't be the last. Hold on. Let me see what else I got. Raise body bar. You're funny. Okay, so I have one. She said, yes, I love how much y'all expanded, but are still able to keep up with us. Yes, girl, we work hard. We work hard to try to keep up with y'all. That's why my staff keeps growing. My staff keeps growing to make sure that I take care of y'all. All right, let's see. Oh, Miss Pepper said gems. Thank you. I hope, look, every time y'all come on, I always, before I do lives, before I do a class, I always ask God to guide my words to make sure that you guys have the things that you need when you walk out the door. So I just hope that every time I go live, you guys are able to get something from the treatments. From the classes and from the lives. Okay, so we have one question. Can you do lipocavitation twice a week? If so, how many days apart? I'm not going to answer that because that's part of the treatment plans. It depends on exactly which services you're doing. Each one has a different span of time. I will tell you this one thing. Now, let me just say this. I'm not going to give the exact answer on that, but I am going to give one thing. It is incorrect and it is a myth that you should be doing the full cavitation, radio frequency, and vacuum every 3 days. You should not. You're overstimulating someone's lymphatic system when you do all of those things that often. I will answer and say that. There are certain things that you can do more than once a week. But I actually, if you guys have ever taken our class, you know in your book, we actually have charts with treatment plans. Like here's, what a monthly meltdown looked like. Here's what a typical treatment plan would look like. Here's how often to do this one, often do that one. So that is a part of the class. I'm not going to go into the specifics, but just for safety purposes, I'm going to tell you every 3 days for all of that stuff is actually too much. Okay. Do y'all have any other questions before I get ready to get out of here? Someone said, "Whoa, that's why I'm taking y'all's class. I was trained wrong." Oh Oh Lord, don't. Let me just say this, guys. I very rarely. I was gonna say I do not, but that's not true. I very, very rarely knock other trainings. I have seen it all. Some are bad, some are okay. They just don't go far enough in depth. For instance, I did have a student. This was the worst one, and I pray, you guys, if you ever hear this, and I think I addressed it before, but if you ever hear this, report the person, or loud car. If you ever hear this, report the person and walk out of class. I had a young lady come to class to get trained that said she was told it was okay to do laser lipo treatments on a pregnant person as long as you avoided the baby. Clearly, she knew it was a red flag and came to class here after. Certain things you guys should know instinctively. Okay, this is wrong. This is wrong. That can't be true. We have had, I kid you not, we've had students in the middle of a class somewhere else. They were so upset with what they were getting, they walked out the door and called our school. This kind of stuff has happened. So I'm not gonna knock other trainers because people have learned things on their own. People have YouTube, university. You know, everybody learns different ways. You just have to understand. That's why I always tell y'all, call them. Call them, ask them, am I going to get a book? How long have you been doing this? How long is my class? If someone tells you it's a 2-hour class and you're paying $2,500, there's a problem. There's a problem there. But ask the people the questions. When you come here, you're getting 12 years of my experience. That means 12 years of right, wrong, this worked, this didn't, da 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 da. I don't even train people to be trainers until they've been certified for over a year. And then they come here. If you're a cosmetologist, right? If you do hair, you can't be a cosmetologist and a cosmetologist instructor on day one, right? You actually have to go out there, do some hair, understand the nuances, and then you can train other people. It's the same thing here. I don't understand why everybody wants to be a trainer when they haven't even tried things. How can you tell the next person, hey, this works, hey, this really did not work, this hurts, this didn't hurt, this client, it worked well for, but this one it didn't. How in the world can you advise someone if you yourself have never done it? That's a problem. There's just certain things that I'm not bending on. The only exception we make is if you've been a Camellia Alise student, we might, instead of 12 months, say, okay, well, probably 9 to 10 months, depending on what we see, we might be able to let you in a little bit earlier. But we will never take someone that's certified 3 months ago and they're ready to teach. Absolutely not. That makes no sense. You have to get experience before you can advise someone else on what they need to do. Okay? And the exact same reason that I say, I just lost my train of thought, but that's the exact same reason that we don't train people on liposuction virtually. We will never do that. We will never change our methodology. And the only time I do allow some people to come in and take a class, we offer the Look and Learn, which is just a personal use. You can do that virtually. It's not a certification. Or if I have someone international, I might be able to move things around a little bit for them depending on who they are and where they're from. So we do try to work with international students because it is, of course, hard to come from the UK or to come from Ghana to learn these things. So we work with you on that. Okay, I got 2 questions that I'm going to go ahead and answer, and then I'm going to get ready to wrap up. But if y'all have more, now is the time to start throwing them in the chats, okay? Okay, one says, Miss Amber says, I absolutely loved your class. You're such an amazing teacher in person, very caring and super helpful. Thank you, Amber. Thank you. It's not just me, though. Let me just say, I don't teach all the classes. My staff is good, but I grow slow for that reason because I want to make sure that when y'all get your classes, that you're learning it properly. So I try to make sure that my staff is just an extension of me. So I always tell people, do not worry. If I'm not the one that's in the room, believe me, they are well vetted. That's why after 5 years, I still only have 3.5 instructors, okay? Okay. Ray Squash said, if this isn't too technical, do you know why the RF might be crackling? Oh yeah, okay, I can answer that. That's kind of a machine operation thing. So sometimes, now it depends on the model, different machines, different models, different issues. But sometimes you're using too much ultrasound gel, and the ultrasound gel and the energy will just kind of, they'll do their thing and you may hear a little bit of crackling. Normally I'll just say use a little bit less gel, or depending on your machine, like this one, oh y'all can't really see this behind me, but this was my first model machine that I used. Can you see it? I'm trying to move it in so y'all can see it. This one, the first model machine that I used, this is a much older 5-in-1, the taller one. That machine, sometimes radio frequency, the fuses would go out in the handles and you'll hear a pop. If you ever hear that pop, turn your machine off. Our new machines don't do that. Okay, so hopefully that answered that. But yeah, so sometimes if you got too much ultrasound gel on it, sometimes it could be that your fuses are going out in your radio frequency handle. Got another question, hold on. Someone told me that they can push the fat from my legs to my butt to get a BBL look instead of having surgery. Is that true? Yes and no. Okay, so I'm going to answer that for you. Okay, you can do what I call a mini BBL. Absolutely. You can melt fat and then use your everything to move the fat upwards. But just like a BBL, you guys have to look like, if you understand how a BBL works, they're going to inject a certain amount of fat and your body is only going to keep a certain amount there. The rest of it is going to dissipate. Okay, so let's say that they put 3 liters of fat. Your body is probably only going to keep 1.5 there. Okay, so your body is going to get rid of some of that. So yes, you can do a mini BBL, but it's not going to be as dramatic as surgical. What I thought you were going to ask, now this is something I've addressed before, but I've had a student come and ask, hey, I was told by a specialist that they could melt the fat in my stomach and then move it to my butt. That is not true. Okay, we do not do BBLs. You cannot take fat out of someone's stomach and then use your vacuum to move it to their butt. No, you're not going to do that. You're not going to give them a BBL. If it's from the thigh to the butt, it's straight up. And yes, you can do that. But moving fat from someone's stomach to their butt is not going to happen. And stop lying to people if y'all are telling people that. All right? Okay, guys, so hopefully I was able to answer y'all's questions. Y'all had some really, really good questions here. I enjoyed working with you guys, and I'm back, y'all. I am back and in full effect. I am recharged. I thank God for my staff and everybody getting me through this period of time. I thank you guys for all of your support, love, and prayers. If you have ever lost a parent, especially, having a single mom, only parents. But if you've ever lost a parent, you know that there is no pain like it. So it did take some time. I needed time with my family. I got that. I thank you guys so much for your prayers, for your love. And I am so, so excited to be back. Now, like I tell y'all every week, keep the questions coming. We will answer what we can. And then we won't answer the other. And we'll let you know, like, hey, that's a technical thing. The instructors, whatever. They'll let you know if it's something they can answer, if it's something that they can't. But as we go through the topics every week, I always tell y'all, DM us topics that you want to hear about. We are going to start doing a little thing in the story, Ask Me Anything, where we'll kind of ask you guys, hey, what do you want to learn about? What do you want to hear? Y'all just comment in there. Keep giving us topics because we're going to continue answering you guys' questions. I'm going to be here. I'm not disappearing. I'm not going away. I'm going to be here to make sure that you guys are successful, because if you're successful, I'm successful, and the business is successful, and our mission is fulfilled. We are here to make sure that you guys are successful. I got what I need, but I want to make sure you have what you need. That's why we have these mentor programs, masterminds. We're continuously expanding based on what you guys tell us you need. So keep it coming. And just know that those ebooks, y'all, I put my heart and soul into them. They are fire, okay? So you want to know about selling digital content, making 6 figures, stop self-sabotaging. Like I said, the Ultimate Spa Launch Workbook. A lot of these books, I would say all of them, are active and interactive, you're gonna fill them out. Like, you want to work through the process. It's not like the book I wrote where it's just, okay, here's all the information. This is if I'm gonna open a spa, here are the things I need to consider. Let me write these things down. What are my visions? What is this? What are the legal structures? Here's what the structures mean. All of that is in that workbook as well. So I did work really hard to make sure that the ebooks were going to be things that added value and were not just something like, oh, this is fluff, like, let me make them feel good. No, being an entrepreneur is hard. You guys need to know that, but we're just trying to make it a little bit easier by giving you guys resources. I was trying to go real quick. Yeah, let me just give y'all the titles for the ebooks. Like I said, we do have an Etsy store, and they are here on our website. So the 6-Figure Year, which is about the digital content, the Ultimate Spa Launch Book. Oh, here's a really good one. Secrets of Growing Your Beauty Business and free resources to do it. I give you 101 free resources that you guys probably don't know about. Graphic design, free websites, free logo thing, all different kinds of resources to help you build your business for free 99, okay? The 12-month marketing plan. So the 12-month marketing, like social media plan, like topics that you guys can touch on. Then the business mindset, and then editable Canva. And then I've got 1 or 2 other editable books as available as well, like the editable consent forms. You'll download it. It has the link for Canva. You go in there, take it out, and use those consent forms as needed. Okay, I got one more question, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, let's see. Miss Robin said, I had a client who wanted her chin done, had 3 sessions, followed the book, wasn't seeing any results. What should I do? Robin, I'm not sure if you're a student because you said follow the book. So if you are one of our students, I would say reach out to us and we'll kind of give you a little bit more insight on that. If you're not a student, you know, there's only so much we can give you. But if you're a student and you went with the methods that we laid out for you, then there's probably a couple of tweaks that we can give you guys. Oh, Miss Shawnee, thank you so much. I love my staff. They keep me on target, okay? So one of the things that she wanted me to remind you guys, if you are a Camellia Alise alumni, we sent out an email to you guys last week that says, if you guys do a review on your class, now I'm not telling you how to review it, just do a review on your class, then you're eligible for a free ebook. Okay, so if you're a Camellia Alise alumni and you did not get that email, DM us. If you are a Camellia Alise alumni and you got the email, it tells you exactly what to do so you can get your free book. Because we have amazing Google reviews, but we don't have as many people that have reviewed on Facebook, so we want to make sure that when people are looking on Facebook, they know what to expect from class. All right, so after all that, I am super excited, y'all. We made it through hump day. So I am excited to be back. I hope y'all are excited that I'm back too. Let's get to it, all right? I'm excited for each and every one of you guys. I wish you guys a successful week ahead, a productive week ahead, and I will see you guys next Wednesday.